Okay, another question, doctor, since you've mentioned about balancing the earth. Okay, so my third question is, how can being a vegetarian bring changes to oneself and to the world?
Okay, so actually you can see there are a lot of benefits when people are changing to vegetarian, and also we can save the earth. Okay, so one of the part is actually by increasing a breed of animals every year. Demand is higher. When the demand is keep on growing higher and higher, we start to deforestation of the earth. Okay, so deforestation is happening. So why? Because when you want to breed animals, so you need a place. So when you need a place, it's eating up the land. So you are increasing your land structure, not for building people's house, but you have to building a farm that consume lot of hectares of land to breed these animals. Okay, so one thing you breed the animals. Second thing, you need extra land to plant some of the food for these animals. So you are wasting so much of land by just breeding like 10,000 cows that can 10,000 cows is easily in the 1 month times it will be disappeared.
Okay, so it's double the amount.
So double the amount. So end of the day, you are breeding so much of items, all these livestock. End of the day, you are not balancing the earth. You are ruining the earth, deforestation, end up with flooding all this time. So a lot of earth being utilized on this process. Okay, and also a lot of chemicals things is coming back to the world. When chemical is coming back to the world, because you need to feed this livestock. When you want to feed this livestock, and nowadays because demand is high, lot of chemical is being utilized in this animal feedstock world. Okay, for what? For the growth, enhance the growth system of these animals. Okay, for example, like chicken, 3 months, 90 days is 2 kilos. Like cows, like in 6 month time, you can see 100 something kilos. So all of these things happen. Why? Because of chemicals. They don't feed with the natural sources. They are feed with the chemical sources, and with these natural sources together to make them faster growth. So they have given growth hormones. You can see growth hormone is highly utilized. So when you start to give this animal with the growth hormones, you also coming back to obesity issues, because this hormone is affecting back the human being. Whatever you give to the animals, it come back to you back. Okay, it's come back to you. So it's like a cycle of a nature. So first thing, you see it eating up lot of land. You are using lot of land, deforestation happen, and make the whole world like utilized for these things, not for human eating. Okay, not for farming. Okay, in like 20 acres of land, you want to how many cows or chicken you can rear, but in 20 acres of land, you can plant so many types of vegetables, and you can feed one whole city with that fruits and vegetables. But with 10,000 how much? I think 1 day, 2 days finish eating. Okay, but when you plant farms, vegetables, fruits, you can feed so many months of this thing, because planting vegetables and fruits are very fast. The process is very fast, and naturally, nature process is very fast. But still they are using some fertilizers, all these things, but still not so bad as how they feeding the animals. Okay, and you see overeating the animals. See, when we human eats about 230 million tons of animals every year. This is a fact. This is a fact from the website I taken. Okay, twice as much we did in 30 years ago. This is a fact. So that means demand is getting higher and higher and higher. So when the demand is getting higher, you can see the chemical utilization to these animals are higher and higher. And all these things, all the animals never tested and just sent to the people to eat. And why these people are getting so much of diseases? Because you can see they come back to it. So it actually disaster to the human being. We create something to feeding the people, but end up we feeding the disease. We are not feeding them the health lifestyle. So health lifestyle only being feed by using natural things. Okay, this is the biggest cost that they are happening nowadays. Okay, and you see utilization of water. Animals daily, when you want to bring animal farm, you need to use high level of water. Okay, example, you can see if you want to plant a potato, 1 pound of potatoes, it only needs 168 to 229 pounds of water. But to pound a beef of but a pound of beef needs around 9,000 liters.
Okay, that's a lot.
So that's a lot. So more than 20,000 pounds of water has been used for 1 pound of beef. Okay, so that means highly utilized for water, and all this water has been changed to urination, to the sheep, everything. Where they dump it to the river. And thousands of millions of things, because it's a methane gas, all these kind of things. It's a chemical things that they eat it, they come out, end up they mix it into the water, then the whole thing is polluted.
We're eating the fish.
And we're eating the fish, is a polluted one. Everything is going back to things. And end of the day, you see, all these animals they sent to the slaughterhouses. You need lot of slaughterhouses. You have to build up lot of factories. These factories also emitting a lot of gases, all these kind of things. And all this meat is transferred to the factory to change to meatballs, sausages, all these things. They still need a lot of chemicals there, and also emitting a lot of gases is a pollution. It's the biggest pollution in the earth, because livestock market is actually biggest commercialization nowadays, but end up with so much pollution is happening. And transportation costs, you need a lot of transportation to get, and it's not cheap anymore. In Malaysia, in 10 ringgit, you can go and buy 4 or 5 type of vegetables. But with 10 ringgit, you cannot buy even single chicken also. So the cost is very expensive. And with 1 week, with 10 ringgit vegetables, you can eat and cook for 1-2 days. But for meat, you only cook 1 time only, 1 meal finish. So the cost is not effective at all. So it's best to become a vegetarian, you eat more veggies, all these things. You are eating a clean food. Live food, live from the ground, and there's a lot of nutrition, vitamins, minerals, rich in fibers, a lot of micronutrient, macronutrient that you needed by the body can get from the nutrition from the plants and vegetables, but not from the meat itself, because end up meat only giving you the dead cell. It's a dead cell. I don't think dead cell got any nutrition inside it, and I don't know how they come out with the meat got protein, meat got vitamin, meat got this. But when come to dead cell, it's no value. Dead cell don't have any single value of nutrition.
Okay.
Because it's already dead.
Yeah,
Did any dead man got value? Okay, you know what? That's why you go and bury them. Same thing, any animal after that, let's say the cow accident die in the road. If you bring back home and they cook, no one. It's a dead cell. They just throw away. But when the animal is being slaughtered, it's been dead. When it's dead, no value. So it no nutrition at all. So easily viruses, bacteria can attack the animals, and these bacteria can affect back the thing. That's why a lot of contagious diseases, animal transmitted diseases is high nowadays. Okay, very high. So this will cause the human being in a trouble. For example, like all the salmonella, lot of E. coli, all these things coming from the animal, and all these diseases mix in the water. It comes from the animal factories, animal slaughtering factories, animal created factories, all the food processing factories, all these things, because animals easily can be attacked by the bacteria. The dead cells. Bacteria, viruses need dead cell to live, not the live cells. So when it goes to the dead cell, you live there and it transfers to the live cell and it makes the people sick. So we are creating more and more sickness. That's why you see, in the world, so many cases we can hear that transmitted diseases come from animals. We know that. And when the disease occurred, what they do? They go and kill all animals. It's happened in Malaysia. Yeah. Last time they said pig, one of the pig virus or something, I forgot the name. The bird flu. All these things come from when bird flu comes, they go and kill all the chicken in the farm. Yeah. I don't think there is a farming problem. They never destroy any farm, any farming factories, and nothing. So it's actually all come from the dead cells. That's why we always encourage people to minimize the intake of these animal fats, animal cells, all these kind of things. So the more they go vegetarian, the more safer they are. It's not only for themselves, but for their family and for their overall in the area. Okay, and if you see, actually animal cells, actually when you take a lot, it prone to disease. And nowadays, lot of diseases occur for people who take a lot of meats. And people, more healthy people, we can see they are vegetarians. In India, almost 500 million people are vegetarian.
Okay.
We have 1.2 million people in India. Billion. 40% of India is actually vegetarian. Okay, that means 500 million people are vegetarian. They are healthy. You can see these 500 million people, where they come from? They come from the rural area. Then they are do farming. These farming people are eating more natural sources rather than the meat. Maybe they will eat the meat once in a blue moon, but they are 99% they're eating a vegetarian. Okay, so this we can see their age also more than 90 years, 80 years. They're living longer. So this is proof. Okay, and you can see a lot of animals also vegetarian animals. Okay, they are bigger in size, they are healthy, they can fast. Okay, so many things we can see from the vegetarian benefits. From the from the animals, we can see we are actually damaging the world. We are not balancing the world. Okay, end up because to rear these breeds, we are damaging the world, damaging the nature. Okay, we need to feed them. So you need a lot of food to transfer to this livestock. You can feed up all this food to human beings. Right? There are a lot of human beings need food. So many things we are wasting on certain things that can last long. It's not last longer for the whole population. No. But always nature will last longer to everyone. Okay? So these are the things that we need to understand, and it's best to become vegetarian. If everybody, single people become vegetarian, we can see the world is changed. Okay, the world is changed, and we can see a lot of benefits from it. Okay, and we can stop a lot of factories that bring in so many type of these kind of things, and they don't ruin the world. Pollution, air pollution, water pollution, so everything is actually breeding, animal farming for livestock, actually killing a lot of disasters, bringing a lot of disasters. Okay, good.
Okay, doctor. So thank you so much for the session. I'm very sure all of us have learned a lot. Thank you, doctor. We're really looking forward to have another session with the good self.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so thank you everyone. Stay safe, and hopefully we are looking forward for all of you to be vegetarian soon. So take care and stay safe.